Hello, this video is how to make a paper tassel. I made this one before and I had it on my 60 plus ways to use paper strips that are 1 inch or less, and this definitely falls in the category. Someone requested this video because they wanted to see how I actually make it. So what I do is start out with a 6 inch by 1 inch strip. You can see these squares are 1 inch wide. So that's 1 inch and it's 6 inches. Alrighty, so, and then all you do is, you can take a stick or, that's what I used last time. You can use an old paintbrush handle. The paintbrush came off the top. You can use that to roll it in. You can use your tweezers to grab onto it. It doesn't really matter what you use. I think actually I'm going to use the paintbrush because that's kind of nice, but you do want it to be thin. You can use a real thin skewer, but you do want it definitely to be real thin. Okay, so now what we're going to do is first a pair of scissors. You can use any scissors, but I do have these snips. These are actually kitchen snips that you snip leaves and stuff. Spices. Thank you. Okay, spice leaves. So, and that's what these are for. And what I'm going to do is, this is the 1 inch width, and I'm just going to cut up to about 1/8 of an inch, leaving about 1/8 of an inch border. So you can see right there, just a wee little bit. Okay, and you're just going to trim it all the way up, all the way across, leaving that 1/8 of an inch border there. And it doesn't have to be exact. There you go. All right, and that's what I've already done with this. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take this and you're going to roll it onto this stick here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and once you get it going, then you just keep going. Go, 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 go. Okay, and sometimes it is easier if you, so you see, you can see the little hole in there. You don't really have to have the hole, but actually I think that's going to be, I want it to be smaller than that. All right, I think I am going to use this because I don't think it really matters. Let's see. Yeah, that hole is a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm just going to use this then. All righty, let's wrap that around. Yep, that's what I used last time. Okay. Whoop, and I just let go of it, but that's okay. All right, so just keep wrapping it around. There. It is easier if you have something to hold on to it for yourself. Okay. There, so that's done. All right. So see, that's pretty big, isn't it? All right, so this one's a bigger tassel, but that's okay. All righty, so you want to open it up a little bit, put a little bit of glue in there. Hold that together for a moment. And you can make these wider. If you have wider pieces, you're welcome to do wider pieces. You can make them up to 6 inches long if you want to. I mean, you can make it 12 inches long for that matter. But for on cards, then I think we're more likely, or on journals and stuff, this size is, I think, kind of perfect. So, all right, so that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I need to have a piece. I'm going to use this because I need a piece to wrap around that. So I'm going to cut a strip about 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to need a piece. I don't think that's big enough. And then I'm going to need a piece for the little loop. Okay, so for the loop, then let's see, about how long are we going to need this? I think it was like 1.5 inches what I did on the other one, or 1 inch. Maybe it is just 1 inch. All right. That is 1 inch. All right. So, but for the loop, 1 inch long by about 1/8 of an inch, but I'm going to fold this in half. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and press it down because you want it to be nice and sturdy. So if you have a double width, then that's better. Okay, then you're going to take and you're going to kind of curl it a little bit like this just to relax a wee bit. Okay, and then you're going to take and you're going to glue it on both ends. That side and that side. You're going to put it on that side and this side and then just hold that together. Just hold it until it dries. Oops, sounds like my sweetie's home. Alrighty, let's see. I'm thinking this might be, my hands get sore from holding things, so I think I'll just do this. There, that'll hold it. Okay, let that dry. Alright, and then this piece is, and this doesn't have to be exact because it just, all you need is a piece that's going to go around. But this again is about, I guess, 1/4 of an inch. And all you need is just enough to wrap around. So if you can wrap it around here, and then just snip that off, and you want to overlap just a wee bit. So on this one in particular, it's going to be, what, 1.5 inches? Yep, 1.5 inches long. Alright. Alright, so now we're just going to put a little bit of glue on there, on one side and on the other side. Actually, I might put some down, a little blob down the middle, why not? Alright. And then all we're going to do is just wrap this around, because that's going to hold on that hook for us. There, now where'd my clothespin go? Alright. That's pretty good. Okay, and then when you're done, you can just kind of fold these out a little bit. Just fan them out. That's funny, I needed a fat one like this the other day for something, so I'm glad this one came out fatter like this. What was it? Alright, so there's this one. So you can see the bottom is flared open, and you can see it's all wrapped, and it's got this little hook. So you can attach that on if you're going to hang it on something. I usually use paper clips, and you can just slide it right through. Slide it right on the paper clip, and you can dangle it. Isn't that neat? Alrighty, so that was a 6-inch one, and that was with this paper. This paper is very, very thick. So now I'm thinking, let's cut this in half and do half of this because it is so thick. So this is only 3 inches long now. And let's wrap this one. So that way it won't be as fat. It'll be thinner. Yep. So it all depends on the paper. Yeah, this is more like the first one that I made. That's good. But this was thinner paper too. This is almost like just regular paper. This is almost like cardstock. So if you've got a thicker cardstock, like really good decorative paper, then just use the 3 inches. Unless you want a nice big thick one like that. On a journal, that would look adorable because of its size. That would be really cute. On a card, I think it would be a little bit too big. I think this is definitely more card size in what I'm making right now. Alright, so we'll put that on and hold that for a moment. Okay, we still have this other paper left, so I'm just going to fold this in half and burnish it real good. Okay, and then curl it over. And I like to kind of, because this is so thick and sturdy, then I'm just going to roll it right over, because look at what it does. Isn't that neat? So if you roll it over and just kind of pinch up against the stick, then that'll make it even more secure for you. All right, so now, and this will be perfect size, so let's put a little bit of glue on there on both sides, and we'll put this on there and just hold that down. All right. It wants to stick to my fingers instead. Okay, and then we just need a piece to wrap around, which is going to be this piece. Alrighty, so here we go. Whoops. Try not to wrap it all over your fingers like I just did. I'm all thumbs today. And it doesn't have to be very long, like I said. So I don't know why I did it that long. Let's trim this off. Use that excess glue on there to wrap around. Hi, baby. Come here. I know you came for some loves again, huh? Yep, come over this way. Oh, I know. You came at perfect time, as a matter of fact, because I got to hold this still for a minute. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. I love you, too. He's purring. Alrighty. So, we've got our little hole there. Got our little hook. And you can fold these out just a little bit. And if you want to soften them, then what I did to this one was I actually went in with my snips and started snipping some of these. So if you snip these in half, not all of them, but just the outer ones, then it softens them up. And then you can curl them out. There you go. So there you go. There's another one. Isn't that neat? I love it. I'm going to make sure you can see that. Okay. And you can see the hook on there. Yep. All right. And the same thing. You can hook it. His tail will get out of the way. You can hook it right on. Like that. Okay. And that's how you do it. And then you can decorate it in a way. If you want to put a little gem on it or add a little string to it. Whoops. Sorry. All right. Butler, honey, you got to get down. Bye-bye. Okay. So, but you can embellish these any way you want to. Okay. But there you go. That's how you make the little paper tassels. And you can make them as thick as you want, as long as you want. So, because mine were just 1 inch thick, so you can make them smaller by doing 1/2 inch. You can make them bigger by just however the width you want to make. Okay. So there you go. That's how you make them. So, and thank you for requesting this video. I appreciate that. And I hope this explains it clearly enough for you. So thank you very much. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.